Hello everyone, myself Deepak Upadhyay from Impulse Technology, Gurgaon, Delhi. So in this video, I will show you how to perform a basic electrostatic calculation for the conduction electrons at the equilibrium in a gate all-around field effect transistor by using QTCAD software. So basically QTCAD is a finite element based simulation platform for the quantum technology spin qubit modeling in semiconductor, which is developed by Nano Academy Technology. So if we talk about the QTCAD workflow, so typically user will first select a spin qubit technology, which could be based on different type of semiconductor devices. So once the technology is selected, it is necessary to create a 3D representation of the structure. And this could be done by GMES. So basically GMES is a third-party open source meshing software, which also has a computer-aided design capability and graphical user interface. So once the image is generated, then it can be imported into QTCAD through our flexible Python API. So the Python API enable to first load the image, but also you can define material throughout the structure. Like you can define doping density, boundary condition, and quantum model to be solved and ultimately launch the simulation. So when the simulation are done, the result can be visualized with the standard Python compatible visualization tool like PyPlot, PyVista, ParaView, and these are the open source software. So this is the QTCAD workflow. So here you can see my QTCAD software is installed in my C drive, and I have written some command in this example and tutorial folder. So here you can see these are some example Python input file, and here you can see this is the meshing folder. Here I have created different 3D representation of the structure. And once the simulation will be completed, my output will be stored in my output directory. So I would like to simulate this GAFET Python input file. So I would like to open this file. So this is my Visual Studio Code Python interface. So here you can see this is the GAFET Python file. So here you can see I have written the command. So you can see this is the header, which is written to first import the relevant module from the QTCAD device simulator. And here I have imported this constant HCT, which is a universal physical constant like elementary charge, Planck constant. And this is the mesh 3D, which is a definition of the 3D mesh class, which store the information about the position of the mesh point, their connectivity, like their element, their physical regions, and their boundary. So here you can see I have imported this IO, which is a function to save and load certain variable into and from the file. So also I have imported this analysis module, which is a function useful for processing and analysis of the simulation outcome. Here you can see I have also imported this material module, which is an object describing its material supported by this QTCAD software. And material is an object whose attributes are the material parameter such as the effective mass tensor and permittivity. Here you can see I have also imported this device module, which is a definition of device class, which is a central to all the simulation that is done by using this QTCAD. And a device object store the information like physical parameter, effective mass, permittivity, dopant density, and their variable parameter like electric potential, carrier densities at each element or mesh point. Here you can see I have also imported this Poisson module, which contains the nonlinear Poisson solver, which will be used below to calculate the electric potential and band edge profile of the device. So here you can see I have also imported this Schrodinger module, which contains the Schrodinger solver, which will be used below to find the envelope function and eigenenergy of the single conduction electrons, which is confined in the conduction band edge profile. Here you can see I have defined some device input parameters, and the first line which defines the gate to source biasing voltage, which is applied at the device boundary, which is wrapped around the oxide cell. And the next line you can see I have defined the work function of the metal that is forming the gatal contact surrounding the transistor. And finally, the last two parameters are the device height and the radius. So in addition to the device parameter above, here you can see various input and output file and their path has been defined. So the mesh is defined by loading the mesh file, which is produced by the GMesh. So if we talk about the mesh input file, you can see this is my tutorial folder, And here this is the mesh folder. So this is the GAFE 3D representation which is produced by the Gmesh. So if you want to load this input file, so you can open the Gmesh. So you can see this is my Gmesh application, and I would like to select this file option, select this open. Here you can select the project location. So you can see this is my QTCAD, this is the example folder, this is the tutorial folder, and this is the mesh folder. Here you can see this is my GAFET geometry input file. So I would like to select this file and select this open. So this is my gate all around field effect transistor 3D representation that I have created earlier. So this is the GAFET structure which is modeled by two concentric cylinders. So the inner cylinder is filled with the silicon material, while the cell formed by the region between the inner and outer cell is filled with the silicon dioxide. So the two ends of the silicon cylinder, like the source and drain, are the p-doped, while the center silicon region is undoped. And you can see a metallic gate wraps around the channel. So this is the 3D representation of the GAFET, and you can also show the mesh by using this command. So now I would like to create the device from the mesh, and here you can see I have selected the CFD approximation. Now I would like to specify the physical region and boundary, and here you can see the first three lines define the oxide that is surround the channel, source and drain region. And in this oxide layer I have defined the silicon dioxide material. So last three lines define the semiconductor region, which is channel, source and drain. So in this semiconductor region I have defined the silicon materials. And here you can see I have also defined the doping. And here you can see I have created the boundary condition. So this create two ohmic boundary condition located at the end of the source and drain region, along with the gate boundary at the surface that wrap around the channel. So once the device and its parameter are defined, now you can include the nonlinear Poisson solver module. So once the nonlinear Poisson solver is configured, the problem is simply solved by using this self-consistent solution. Now we can save the value of the spatial dependent variable carrier densities at the each mesh point as follow. Here I have defined the variable like electron density, hole density, electric potential, conduction band age, and the valence band age. Now by using this command you can save all the quantities in the file, and these variables may also be saved in the V2 format for the external visualization. So you can import that V2 output file in the ParaView, that is a free open source and multi-platform data analysis and visualization application. So for a 3D device structure, it is often useful to consider a variable along the specific line cut. So now the following code blocks show how to save the variable which is defined above along the two line cuts. So the first one corresponding to the symmetric along z-axis, and the second one which is cut through the device along the direction perpendicular to the symmetry axis in the middle of the channel. We can plot the line cut of the electric potential by using this command, and we can also plot the band diagram. Now we can calculate the carrier confinement potential from the electric potential, which is found by using this command, and we can set the confined carrier to the electrons. Now we can define the Schrodinger solver and their parameter so that we can find out the envelope function and the eigenenergy. We can solve the Schrodinger equation by writing this command. We can plot the ground and first excited state wave function by using the Schrodinger solver. So this is the complete code that I have written earlier for this gated all-around field effect transistor, so that we can calculate the electrostatic property of the conduction band. Now I would like to click on this run option so that the simulation will be run. So firstly it will load the mesh file. So this is the 3D representation of the mesh file in the PyVista. Now you can see nonlinear Poisson equation has been solved and the electric potential has been calculated. So this is the band diagram across the given line cut. So by using this Schrodinger solver, we can find out the hole densities, electron density. So this is the electron density. So you can see these are the some envelope function. Like this is the ground state. This is the first excited state. This is the second excited state. and here you can see we get the energy level. So you can see this is the location of our output file gafet.video. So you can go to your directory file. So you can see this is the example tutorial and this is the output directory. So these are the output file for this gafet. You can see this is the gafet video file and this is the gafet eigenenergy, electric potential and band diagram. So I hope in this video you learn how to calculate the electrostatic calculation for the conduction electrons at the equilibrium in the gate all around field effect transistor by using this QTCAD software. So thank you for watching the video.